Welcome back to Dark Corner's Physical Media Reviews.
Madadayo!
We're looking at a new release from Imprint Asia of Madadayo, the final film of Akira Kurosawa finally getting a Blu-ray release outside of Japan. Part of the unofficial trilogy of films that rounded off the director's career, dealing with nostalgia, memory, and the past. Written and directed with assistance from Kurosawa's old friend and Godzilla director Ishiro Honda, this is a very personal film, but not a wholly typical one. Summarising the plot of Madadayo is actually not that helpful. Professor Uchida is one of cinema's many transformative teachers, idolised by his students. Even those he taught decades earlier. And when he retires from teaching to write, those old students continue to keep an eye on him, celebrating his 60th birthday, in what becomes a yearly ritual. The chant is from a children's game like hide and seek, the seekers asking, "Are you ready?" The hider replying, "Not yet, Madadayo." Until they are ready, and this becomes a metaphor for death, something which Uchida assumes he will one day be ready for, but for now... Outside this basic theme, the film is composed of low-key vignettes, moments of life, happy and sad. The film opens during the war, which takes its toll, but is not presented as more substantial than anything else. Probably the most dramatic sequence is a cat going missing. A small event, but devastating if it's happening to you. We care about our pets, and I challenge anyone not to be affected by this. But ultimately, this is about a man who, within his field, touched a great many people who feel obliged to live well, to do good, to follow his example, to pass that on to their own children and grandchildren, who likewise turn out to honour the professor.
Happy birthday to you.
Tatsuo Matsumura is excellent as the professor, convincingly playing a character who, even in old age, is younger than he was. He is ably backed by the great Kyoko Kagawa, best known for Ozu's Tokyo Story, and by a very fine cast. It's a film of many moving parts, few seeming to add up to much, but coming together as a harmonious whole, a good-hearted film and a very good-natured one. Kurosawa said he hoped people would leave the theatre refreshed with broad smiles on their faces. Imprint Asia's release is a wonderful upgrade for a film previously only available on DVD. It might appear light on extras, there's no commentary for example, but the supplemental material more than delivers. An interview with film historian Jasper Sharp gives some history and context to the film. Archival featurette Akira Kurosawa, The Essence of Filmmaking, is very similar to the It's Wonderful to Create series of documentaries that we have enjoyed on the BFI and Criterion Kurosawa releases, featuring interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, and a look at many of the director's stunningly illustrated storyboards. However, the flagship extra here is the feature-length making-of documentary, affording us the opportunity to see the legendary director at work, during pre-production, on set, interacting with his cast, and in the editing room. If Madadayo is about how one man can make a difference, then that ties it to Kurosawa's earlier masterpiece, Ikiru, but tonally, it is very different. Different, in fact, to virtually every Kurosawa film, in that it is overwhelmingly positive. Even in his more light-hearted films, Kurosawa takes a bleak view of the world. If there are good men, they are fighting a rising tide. Madadayo may be unique in his back catalogue in that the mean-spirited people
あの土地は私が買った。つまり私の土地だ。
are outnumbered and outgunned by a world that is ultimately beautiful, exemplified by the film's most famous and most affecting sequence. Delving into the director's own childhood. Kurosawa had not intended this to be his final film, but it's a wonderful way to finish, and I like to hope that it indicates the mindset of the director himself.
子供なんですよ、いつまで経っても。
Thanks for watching. You can hear me talking more about this film and all of Kurosawa's films by joining us on Patreon or YouTube memberships. I think this is one of the great final films. What others would you put on that list? Let us know in the comments below.